So guys, I want to start asking a question. Have you thought about that even before birth, a child begins to move? And at the early age, it's all about the first time. The first time you crawl, the first time you sit still, then the first time you pull yourself up, and finally the biggest achievement, that first time you finally walk. And all these achievements are followed by motivation of your parents. When you just start crawling, your parents are going to try to stand you up. When you stand up by yourself, your parents are going to try to call you to make you walk. But it's when school education starts that priority shifts from movement to academics. Your parents care much more about your grades than if you are jumping higher or if you are running faster and so on. And when we, as an adult life, when we come to as an adult, we start having motivation again to start moving, to start exercising. Maybe our motivations are because we want a healthier lifestyle, or maybe because we want to lose a little bit of weight, or maybe because we want to belong to a community, or even just do sport as a hobby, right? And we can see more and more nowadays that technology also is motivating people. You see a lot of people wearing wearables. You see a lot of people downloading fitness apps. You see a lot of people following other people on social media. All of these to become a better version of their own selves. But the question is, those data actually are going to help our youth program to engage in a youth program, in a fitness youth program. So actually, I asked some of my students what they think about tracking those data, what they think about burning calories, what they think about tracking the step throughout the day, or even checking their heart rate. I asked them, and I want to share with you guys today.
So Stella, after you train, do you care about how much calories you burn?
She asked, what's calories?
Like if you burn so much energy, burn so much calories that you're maybe 1 kilo less than you were before? Oh yeah. What about how many calories you burn throughout the training? Do you care about that?
He said, I guess.
What do you mean, I guess? You don't know what is that? Okay, no problem.
When you train jiu-jitsu, do you want to know how many calories you have burned?
Yes.
Why?
Why do you wanna know? Is it gonna be another game or competition?
It's going to become a game or a competition?
After jiu-jitsu training, do you want to know how many calories you have burned?
I think I already burned so much, but I'm not interested how much.
So the problem is that inactive children can be a big problem for a country, okay? Because inactive children are more likely to gain an unhealthy amount of weight. They will miss school. They will perform worse academically. As an adult, they are twice as likely to become obese. They will probably earn less at work. They will take more sick leaves. Probably they will have a lower quality of life. They will drain economy. And their healthcare cost is going to be much higher than normal. Okay, so obviously, motivating children is really important to start being active at a young age. Now, as we saw, checking calories burned and heart rate, all those things, they don't know what it is. They don't know how being active can be positive for their life. So, in my understanding, there are two things that is key factors to children to be motivated. One is the mastery process. When you seek to learn, when you look into the process and not to the product, okay, when you really seek to be enjoy the process and not what the product generated from this process will be rewarded, you'll be able to have a longevity in sport. Okay, you'll be able to train for a longer time. And basically, uh, uh, showing the progress to children is also really important. Okay, because um, when you are able to show their progression, they're going to be much more motivated. But the only way of showing progression and to show performance is through data. The only way to quantify performance is when you show them data. For example, if I come to my student today and I tell them, look, you're much better than yesterday. Your training is much better. You are much stronger. Okay, if I just say like that, it's not as transparent as if I come to him and sit him down and through numbers show him how they actually improved. For example, I can come to him and I can say, look, your left leg this month is stronger than it was before. So those when you track progression through data, you help them motivate. You help them to be motivated. Me myself, I'm a product of a youth program. Okay, I start training martial arts at the age of 5. I'm now black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Judo. So I've been part of these two processes, mastering and performance. I'll explain how. Every year, after the whole year of training, my coach would give me a new belt, a new color belt. And they would come to me and say, look, this belt is because you are much better than what you were a year ago. So you deserve to get this belt. So physically, he was showing me that my performance was better. Okay, but as we know, martial arts and any other sports, it's all about you training, repeating, and drilling over and over again the same technique until you make the technique almost perfect. So this is my mastery process was on that. What I didn't have though is a machine that could actually assess my body, to do a body assessment. And this is what actually we do nowadays with my students at the UFC Fit in Shanghai. What we do, the first time people walk in our gym, we do what we call a body assessment. Okay? Now, the body assessment has 3 stages. The first stage is just a body composition assessment. We check how much fat they have in their body. We check how much muscle mass they have in their body, how much water, bone density, all this kind of body composition. Stage number 2 is that we do a functional movement assessment. What does that mean? I'll give an example. If I want to put a person to do a bench press, okay, but they don't have enough mobility in their shoulders. When they do the bench press, they're not gonna be able to get a large range. So the performance is gonna be worse. So if you understand that this person has mobility on the shoulders and mobility on the hips and all these kind of basic functional movements, you're gonna be able to understand more about your member, about your students. The third stage is what we call sports performance assessment, which basically we extract the data from their athletic movements, how high they can jump. When they jump, which leg they push harder, or how fast they can move their legs. Or, for example, we have a force plate with some sensors, and then we put them to do like a push-up or any other kind of exercise, and we can see how actually like they perform that the movement. Which second in 30, for example, in 30 seconds of doing push-ups, which exactly second they got tired, they got fatigued, just from the time that they were doing the push-up. Okay, so the reason we do this is to enhance our members' knowledge, not only our knowledge, but our members' knowledge. When a person walks into a gym, they actually don't know what they're capable of. If you don't do a body assessment on them, if you don't do a sports assessment on them, they don't know what they are actually able to do. Okay? And also, there's the business side of this. Okay? Because a lot of people think that the fitness industry is like a sports industry or a gym industry, and it's actually not. It's a service industry. We say that the better we serve your member, the better you are able to extract this data. You're going to be able to give more personalized training plans. You're going to be able to understand why the person came to your gym. Maybe they want to just lose a little bit of weight or they want to become stronger. How am I going to quantify that? So this is why data is really important to the business of the gym. Also, not only for the part of extracting information from your member, also for management issues. For example, if I understand that most of my members are children, how am I going to allocate my coaches? If I understand that most of my members comes in the morning, what am I going to do with the nighttime? So this is all data, okay? And this is going to actually allow you to create a bond together with your members. You're going to be able to understand more who's coming to your gym and what they are doing there. The reason we're doing that is because, again, we want people to be able to have a very good experience at the gym. We want to be able to give a better class so we can motivate them and especially the future generation. Thank you so much.